On this, I want to start in. The vibrations that I'm feeling are of an elderly, lonely woman. This woman is in her 90s, and there's a specific energy that she's feeling, and these energies seem to be disquieting her over a number of years. Among these are certain deaths that have occurred. People that have passed over, and these energies seem to be influencing her. She's trying to release them, and to a certain point, I feel she did release them. Among these energies is one of a child who has died here and has witnessed certain things here. There's also another energy of someone 12 or 13 that was raped or killed. I'm not saying that it happened here, but it happened in this vicinity, and the energies all seem to have converged in this place. Therefore, even though I don't have an understanding of what happened, it all happened here. And this young girl was raped by a man who was a bachelor, but the most incredible thing about it was that he hated women. And that aspect of that is here. But there's also conflicting, not conflicting, but another kind of energy here that she's trying to combat this. It's almost a positive energy. And it's of someone who died very tragically here a number of years ago. And these two energies are conflicting and trying to sort of become positive instead of negative. There's a kind of, again, the chills are hitting me. The latter part was killed by an accident. Very tragic. Let me see the scene. It wasn't foul play, but a young man of 18 or 19, they were both 18 or 19, and there's a chase that takes place, and one of them gets hurt. The other person is still suffering greatly from this. To this day, I believe that they're still alive, the other person involved in all of this. For some reason, all of these energies have chosen to converge in this area and this place, causing all of this energy. Why, this house seems to be the focal point of these energies. It just seems that the house was built on a lot of water, and that water seems to retain these energies and sound energies, and it seems to be converged into this place, and that's why so many things are happening here. Now, this elderly woman knows a lot about this and has never told. There are things which she cares about concerning some very unusual deaths that happened, and they didn't necessarily happen in this house, but they happened and they weren't accidental. To be exact, the number is 7 or thereabouts, about 7 deaths that happened over a period of years, and by that I mean a number of years, let's say 100 years. Now, some of these she's been able to pick up on her own, which seems to be very intuitive as it's wrapped up into this. But the woman wasn't crazy or senile as some might have thought. It seems that at some point that it was planned that she would be put away. But I don't sense that she actually was put away. The entity of her nature seems to have died with her. There's a lot of energy that she had, and she paced back and forth with. And she would often come here to this window. As I walk in, the chills are overtaking me as I come out into here. It seems like she was sensitive to these energies, and she attracted a lot of these energies in. And in her aging years, she seemed more susceptible to the energies. I don't know how to explain how this happens, but I've seen it happen when people are called paranoid or schizophrenic. But in actuality, these energies are taking over them and they take on a different form or a being. But it doesn't mean that there's senility or she's crazy or anything like that. It's just that they had the power to pick up this energy and it was within them. Even with this light on so strong, I'm freezing as if I'm really freezing to the point where it seems to be appearing more and more into this area. There has also been the death of a man in this house, in this room. A death that was a very drastic death of agony. But it's not murder or suicide. The energy is still in this place. Now, we must realize that there are a lot of things that are going on with these energies. And what I'm going to do is try and pick up these energies. That's the coldness I feel, and try to release them. You'll notice that these energies are causing the crickets to not be heard from the outside. That energy is being picked up and released and causing the flickerings on and off, which is the light that you're seeing happen. All right, the energy has now been picked up as you see the lights go out. They'll have to return. The energy force is forcing me to say that it does not want to leave. There it goes now. It is. We're ready for it to leave. It's now left. I've now picked it up, and I'm going to return to this as we go along. The light will remain, and I'm now going to go into this room. Can we cut, please?
Did anybody touch the wire downstairs?
No, why?
Which one was it? This one here?
The little one.
Is this the one you mean?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm afraid I was a little exhausted here.
No, you weren't against it.
Ye!
Hold!
UFO! Store!